Most people find it hard to decide the type of campaign that is supposed to run between Meta Ads and Google Ads. This can be a tough decision when you're just starting out and you don't understand exactly what you need or how to get your product or service in front of the right customers. Now, there are certain features that you need to understand between Meta Ads and Google Ads. Now, Meta Ads has different types of campaigns like Google Ads does, but the main difference between Meta Ads and Google Ads is that Google Ads has a search type of campaign that targets based on intent. So let me explain this. So if you run a campaign on Meta, mostly the campaign is usually interest based. Now, to understand this better, if you create a campaign on Meta, the campaign or the product or your campaign will be shown to all Meta users who are likely to be interested in the product or the service that you're selling. So you may wonder, how is this determined? This is usually determined based on their history of engagement. If user A interacts more with headphones, or companies that sell headphones, they comment, and even they share posts of companies that sell headphones, and then you go and create a campaign where you are selling headphones, then Meta will use that data of this user A, how they have interacted with this type of products before, and then it will show the campaign that you've created to user A. Now remember, there are some other factors that are put into account based on how you set up your account. Some of these factors include location, age of the user, gender, if you are selling gender specific products. Now this is usually covered under audience creation. When you're creating your audience, you have to decide some of these things so that when Meta decides to recommend your product or your promotion to user A, then they fit within the audience audience that you have chosen, which can be location, age, gender, and other metrics. You can find out that as you are setting up a campaign. Now, the difference between this interest-based type of campaign and intent-based, which is mostly done by Google search ads in particular, is that for search ads, the ad is not placed based on a person's interest, but it is placed based on an intent. So people who go into Google and search for a particular product, they already have that intent. They already either want to buy or want to understand about that product, as compared to Meta, where these items are displayed randomly or based on interest, but just a person who is randomly scrolling on the interface, whether it's a feed, it is Reels, these ads are shown to them if they have shown an interest before this. But for intent, if you go to search engine like Google, let's say search engine, so you have Google. So I want to buy a pen. If I go into Google as a search engine and type price of a pen, you notice that I am more direct. I already know what I want. I've gone into this platform, I've typed exactly what I want, and then I can be brought this. If it is a service, text-based search ad. If it is a product, then we now going to shopping ads, which allows a seller to list their products through Google Merchant Center, which is a platform that allows you to upload a catalog of products, and then they are listed on shopping ads after you've set up your campaign. So you can see the difference. This is a person who is barely scrolling through a social platform, and the ads are shown to them based on their interests and action they've done before. This is a person who has decided to go and search for this particular product or service. So the conversion rates of this is very likely to be higher compared to the conversion rate of this person here who is shown these products or services based on interest. Now, there is a feature within Google Ads. It's a type of campaign that allows you to also set up an ad based on interest, and this is called PMax or display ads. Performance max. So we have performance max and display ads. Now, performance max ads are not set up based on search intent, where you can provide a keyword, provide a phrase that the potential client is supposed to search on that platform, but it is set up based on interest. So just like we talked about the one on Meta, if I go to a website and click on a headphone, the next time I visit a Google partner website, people writing articles or reviews, there's a likelihood that I will have a pop-up of an ad that is related to what I had searched before. So this is based on interest, and it all depends on existing data. It cannot be done if you're not engaged with a similar product or service before. So this is interest based. Now, you may ask, what type of campaign are you supposed to set up? Remember, I said this is going to depend on the intent of your potential client, or you as a business. What is your conversion target? What do you want to achieve by setting up that ad? If you want to get sales, product sales, then set up shopping ads directly. If you want just to have something like brand awareness, then you can either use meta ads or performance max ads. But again, it depends on where do your clients hang out. If they are mostly on social platform, use meta ads, Facebook or Instagram ads. If they read articles, they visit websites that are mostly on blogs, mostly do blogs or such, or maybe forums, then you can use things like performance max, where Google will now place your ad strategically to be seen by the people you are trying to target. If you run Google Ads, it is usually advisable that you do not run performance max until you have enough data. If you run performance max without enough data, you will be wasting your budget. So you need to first either start with search or shopping ads, and then once you have enough data of conversion, traffic source, how people behave on your website, then you can proceed to run this performance max. Particularly for service businesses, if you have at least 30 conversions per month from your search ads, then you can proceed to create a performance max ads. And at times you'll find that this will start performing better even than the search ads, even though it steals from the search ads, takes credit from the search ads, but it is a very, very good type of campaign if you already have enough data of the type, from the campaign that you've run over that period of time. So on the question of the type of campaign that you're supposed to run, it is all dependent on your target. For sales of products and services, do shopping ads or search ads. For brand awareness or retargeting, do meta ads, which can be on Instagram or on Facebook. One last thing you should remember is that the conversion rate of such ads and these other types of ads that are interest based are going to be different. Such ads with higher intents are going to have higher conversion rates compared to the other type of ads that are interest based. So if there's something you've missed here, or if there's something that you want to add, drop it in the comment, like this, share it, and subscribe so that you can get more digital marketing content on Google Ads and Meta Ads. And increase your conversions for your business or a client business that you're managing.